Here we find a hawk in its natural habitat. Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Hawkman action figure from the new Black Adam wave, and this figure just looks so cool. I can't wait to take a look at him, so let's get into it. Alright, so for Hawkman's packaging right here, as you can see, we got a front viewing window of the figure. Up top, you got the McFarlane Toys logo and the Black Adam logo. On the bottom, another Black Adam logo, of course, DC Multiverse, and his name right here. On the side, it says Hawkman again. On the other side, we got the Black Adam logo, and then Hawkman from Black Adam. On the bottom, it's just a bunch of barcodes, and on the back, we get this sick graphic of him, and this is definitely drawn in like a comic book style, and this just looks so awesome. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open up this figure. Alright, so just for some quick first thoughts on the Hawkman action figure, I was definitely super pumped for this guy, and I have to say, this figure definitely delivered. It looks so cool, and I know this really isn't that much of a like Hawkman comic book appearance, but it does look super cool, and it's really awesome that we actually have a Hawkman in our collection now for DC Multiverse. Just some of the few things that I thought looked really cool is this helmet just looks super nice right there, and the gold. Overall, the color scheme looks pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and get into Hawkman's accessories. So of course we have to start off with the standard DC Multiverse stand. You know how this thing works, and you can stand your figures on it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It also comes with this card right here, which of course has the same image as the packaging, and then a bio right here, which you can pause to read. And I think this design looks so cool, and this actually is in the entire Black Adam wave, which I think is pretty awesome. It also comes with the nth metal mace right here, which is so cool. This thing looks freaking epic, and of course you just put it in his hands like so. It just kind of fits in there, and it looks so epic. I mean, this is definitely like one of Hawkman's main weapons, but it definitely looks sick with this figure. And then finally, these are less of an accessory, but more of an assembly for the figure. We got Hawkman's dual wings, and these things look so cool. Of course, he's got some slots in the back right here, which you can go ahead and put these wings in. It's pretty simple to do so, and they look very awesome on the Hawkman figure. Now for Hawkman sculpting, as you can see right here, I think this head sculpt is actually pretty good. Maybe it's a little bit less detailed than some of the other ones that we've seen, but the helmet is where you get a ton of detail, especially in the wings. It just looks so cool. And then of course, we got some other wings on the back right here, which just have so much detail with the feathers and everything. It looks freaking epic. You got his belt right here, and then also a shoulder pad as well, which looks pretty cool. Very standard shirt, but it does have some rips and like bullet holes in it. I don't know, maybe that could be what it is. And then we also got this sort of belt and a lot of gold running down. I love that sort of color scheme with the gold and red. That looks really sick. And then this hand actually has a special thing. I don't know what you would call this, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks like you can beat the crap out of someone with it. It looks really awesome. And then it also has an added metal piece right here, whereas this arm is a little bit more bare, but it kind of makes sense because that's where he's going to be wielding the mace. So for Hawkman's articulation, he can look around pretty well with the head. I mean, there's not a ton of articulation there, but it's pretty good. Arms have butterfly joints, and they can move a ton around. Of course, they go out and in. The bicep swivel is pretty good right there. He's obviously got a double jointed elbows. And then this hand moves out and in sort of, and this hand moves up and down, which is pretty interesting. You got a little bit of ab crunch right here, not too much. It has a little bit of swivel, but not that much. The wings can actually move around if you want them to, which is pretty cool. That's an added bonus. And then the legs kick out and back, of course. They got double jointed knees, which come almost all the way back. And then he's got some ankle movement right there, and some toe articulation, which is pretty great. Alright, so for some size comparisons, here is Hawkman up next to Dr. Fate, who also appears in the Black Adam movie. Here he is up next to two other Justice League members. And here he is up next to two of the Dark Knights, because he actually plays a pretty predominant role in Dark Knight's metal. So overall, I think that this Hawkman figure is really good. Honestly, I'm not even that hyped for that movie, and I was just so excited for this figure. It is really cool to finally get Hawkman in action figure form. His sculpting is immense. It is really great. He has some absolutely amazing accessories. He also has some pretty good articulation, and it's going to be a little bit stunted by the wings and maybe some of the armor pieces, so you might want to look out for that. And then also, he compares pretty well with the other figures. So I hope you guys did enjoy this action figure review. If you did, leave a like, and of course, if you haven't already and want to see more of this, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.